Council, on the minutes, we're going to delay approval of that to the next meeting. It was inadvertently left, the attachment was not included, so we're going to delay that one. Under public comments, I have one unannounced delegation, Miss Diana Gray, 203 Erie Avenue, to talk about speed bumps.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
Get as
Gray,
close
will
as
you
you can to the mic.
Just
Ms.
pull the
Gray.
mic down to there.
Hello.
Perfect.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, City Council members, and staff. My name is Diana Gray. I do live at 203 Erie Avenue, and I would like to propose putting speed bumps on Poe Street. Some people call it something else. It's POU Street. Mostly due to the fact that children play on the street, cars whiz by, kids are riding bikes, elderly people using walkers, motorized wheelchairs, and these cars have no regard for these pedestrians. The second thing is that the loud motors and stereos, they go with the people who are speeding down the road. And if any of the council are looking for a better Albemarle, I would really like to have some speed bumps in there. They don't have to be huge. I've been to Mint Hill. They have small ones. But in closing, I would state that despite the best efforts of the Albemarle Police Department, some additional, in my opinion, action should be taken, and to make this area safe, where everyone is feeling at peace.
I spoke with Ms. Gray a little bit before the meeting, and council, I would advise you to take her request under consideration. And I told her that we would ask the police chief, who is sitting in the back, to put the speed trailer out there and also to put that in one of his target areas to work that speed zone a little bit and see if he has any issues that he needs to address with us and bring it back to us at some point. Council, have any questions of Ms. Gray?
Sorry it's happening, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
Sorry that this is happening.
You know, I've only been here 2 years, but I bought this property, and I'm here to retire. And I would just, it breaks my heart to see these children running across the street and riding these bikes. And then somebody comes whipping down the road and they're revving their motors or whatever they're doing. I mean, they don't belong there. They don't live on that street. They're using it as some sort of a shortcut. So anything that you guys can do to stop that, I would be very appreciative.
What the mayor suggests are the first steps to move this forward. So we'll let the chief take care of what needs to be done there.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Ms. Gray. Your your administrative reports are in your agenda. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
I just would like for some folks just to pay attention to number 5 on page 28 when it's about public housing. We were talking about public housing just before this meeting. Just make a clarification under 5. The second one, quarterly reports, the next report's due June 31st. I just would recommend that folks read through things when you got dates. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. But it's interesting that we've got on the wait list, we still have a wait list for both public housing and the voucher program, FYI. And it appears from this, granted this is March report and this is April, that we still have those vacant key positions. Do we know, do we have those, are those filled yet? So we still have 3 vacant key positions at housing. Okay. And I would ask that folks pay attention to page 37 of the report. And in reading it, I guess it was yesterday afternoon, it talks about our engineering. Page 37. So we've got an engineer now, is that right? I mean, So explain, basically, I just looked at page 37, and it talks about what's going on in the engineering and a project manager and that kind of thing, and I guess I've lost on something.
Which one specific?
Well, executive summary of engineering, and it talks about there's a position for project manager and for previously discussed construction inspector. I guess I've just lost as to where that is and what's going on there.
So we did have a position budgeted for this fiscal year for a project manager,
Okay,
and we have advertised for that. So this would be a position in addition to the engineering position that we just hired for. Does that answer your question? The additional position that we're hiring for?
so we do have an engineer now.
She has taken her test. I don't know
Right.
that she has passed it or has her civil PE now, but
Okay.
she was hired for that position with that condition.
Okay, and so the other one is the position of project manager, but it says that it has been advertised, but it was previously planned as a construction inspector, is that right? For some reason, I guess I didn't realize we had all these new positions out there that,
No, that's the only one.
Okay.
And we have titled it a project manager.
okay,
And this position, well, one of the many duties this position would have would be oversight of construction at public housing and the rehab work going on there.
at public housing.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, thank you very much. And I guess I just didn't understand it where it was in the report. I will say that on ongoing projects, I'm glad to see that in front of us, because I may not have been paying attention in the past, but this gives us an idea of what's coming up right now. So, whoever that belongs to, I certainly appreciate that.
Thank you.
Moving on to the consent agenda, 6A, consider road closure for Professional Healthcare Solutions Community Outreach Day. That's on Martin Luther King Drive. 6B, ratify Resolution 2503, which was opposing the House Bill 765 that council authorized drafting last time.
Move to approve.
Motion by Councilmember Aldridge, second by Councilmember Dry. Further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Motion carries.
Before moving on, Mike, I would love for us to take that ratified resolution that we have signed, and I would love for it to go, Todd, I don't know how to constructively do this. We've got 9 other municipalities in this county that need to be on board with this. Things are running rapid through the House, and they're running quickly. This has not yet passed both houses, but we need to have as much information to our smaller towns here. So I would love it if there's a diplomatic way to be able to say that you could say to the other managers, we've done this, would y'all, I don't know if that needs to come from you or,
Yes, ma'am. We'll take care of that.
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
thank you, thank you.
Anything else to come before council? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion that we go into closed session. North Carolina General Statute 143, 31811A3 and 5 to consult with an attorney and real estate.
So moved.
Motion by Councilmember Hall, second by Councilmember Dry. Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.